Usually when I start these streams, I'm often full of nacho. Tonight I'm full of taco. I'm not full of cookies though, I'm bitterly disappointed in the severe lack of cookies. Hi everybody, Skylar Stardrift here. Welcome to the stream. And welcome back to, of course, When the Game Loads. Eventually. Soon. There we are. Welcome back to Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX. Last time, we did it. We saved the world. And that means tonight, well, there's still a lot more to do. The post-game of this game is extensive. Look at all those icons we don't have yet. We better make a start on that. Hide the limited Pokemon in. Due to Skylar and Scruffy's heroic actions, the falling star was destroyed. And peace returned to the world of Pokemon. But that did not put an end to the natural calamities. Natural disasters still occurred, but much less often. About on average, about how they occur here. Needless to say, Stardrifter's rescue activities continued as if nothing had changed. Several mornings later... Morning, Skylar. Did you just get up? I just went by the Pelipper post office. There were still rescue jobs posted on the bulletin board. Even though it's peaceful again, lots of Pokemon still need helping. Skylar, let's keep on giving it our best, like always. Skylar! Oh, hi, Caterpie and Metapod. What's the matter? It's Snubble! There's something weird going on. Snubble is weird? Weird how? He looks completely different. Skylar, let's go to the square. Hi, Alakazam. Hey, Alakazam, have you seen Snubble around? I heard something weird happened to him. I'm Snubble. What? You're Snubble? But you don't look anything like the way you did before. I don't really understand either. I went into the cave there, all of a sudden. What cave? It appeared without me noticing. See? Right there. Wow, that's completely whack, yo. So, you went in there? Yep. Like I'm out looking like this. Snubble underwent evolution. He evolved. Hi, Ant the Dreamer. Welcome on in. Your ads were 5 minutes. I wish I could do something about that, but I physically can't. Evolution? Evolved? What's that about? Pokemon, upon satisfying certain conditions, may evolve. When a Pokemon undergoes evolution, its appearance changes. Oh wow! Your own appearance? That can change? I suspect that cave is where evolution can take place. This is merely a guess. Perhaps evolution could not take place before, because the world's balance was askew. However, now that the star has been destroyed, along with Whiscash's home, the world's balance has been restored. Perhaps that cave became unsealed. So if I evolved, I would become like Metapod? I wish. I want to be Butterfree quickly. Wait a second. I don't know if I like this or not. My cute little face turned all craggy. Evolution is not a bad thing. Appearance isn't the only thing that changes through evolution. It's unfortunately not under the Nub's control. It is completely under Twitch/Amazon PTY Limited's control. I had him put people off streams. I know it does, but the streamer literally can't do nothing. The best thing we can do is, I think we can disable pre-roll ads. But I think in order to do that, we also have to take dedicated ad breaks. It's basically a lose-lose situation. Though, perhaps it's something that I should look into is, I think, like, doing ad breaks on every hour. Maybe that's something I could look into. I'm not sure. I'll have to figure it out. Appearance isn't the only thing that changes through evolution. Types of moves one can learn may change, for example. Some of which may be strong moves. Oh, really? I might be able to learn strong moves? That makes me want to evolve even more. I wish I could be Butterfree soon. Me too. Can we evolve if we go to that cave? Yes, but it would depend on the conditions. Skylar, we should go to the cave if we want to evolve. Okay. Imagine being brainwashed into buying things on a constant basis. Hey, think about that while we go to a commercial. Go to the cave if we want to evolve. For now, let's continue doing our best rescue work. I was surprised to see a cave there. I've been coming here for so long out of sheer habit. Sometimes strange things do occur. I might learn stronger moves. Oh, it's exciting. I suspect that cave is where evolution can take place. You should enter that cave if you wish to evolve, but once you evolve, you can't return to the previous state, so think hard. First I have to evolve like Metapod. Oh, I hope I can be a Butterfree soon. We'll soon be leaving this area. We Jumpluff travel the world, carried wherever the winds will take us. Skylar and Scruffy, we owe so much to you. Thank you for everything. May we meet again. We'll soon be departing the area. Sincerely, thank you for all the help and kindness you've given us. Skylar and Scruffy, please do take care. Yes, you did it, Skylar! Now that peace has been restored, I can sell my wares with peace of mind. Thank you so much. I have nothing important. I'm all shaken up with emotion. Knowing that the square will be safe, that left me choked up. It isn't just you, my brother. I am likewise overcome with joy. Brother. Sniffle. My brother. Skylar and Scruffy, we only have gratitude for you. Thank you ever so much. Earthquake, Earthquake, Steel Wing, Charge Beam, Bulldoze, Bulldoze, Dazzling Gleam and Leech Life. You're saving us in the entire world. No discounts. We're here now because you succeeded. You have my thanks. Of course we did our bit to help too. Skylar, Scruffy, you both hung in there. Great job. You're still not up to our caliber. What do you mean? We literally saved the world. You haven't done that. Awesome, awesome. Bzz, bzz, bzz. Thank you. Bzz, bzz, bzz. You did it. Good for you. That is so cool. Lots of stuff to store away. Sell all these plain seeds as well. I know it's not worth much, but it's either 4p money or for whatchamacallit. Butter is actually someone playing. That's a good friend of mine, Delimited, and a regular viewer. That is not a bot. Delimited is definitely not a bot. Hi, Papa Links, welcome on in. Thank you so much, I can keep my shop running, thanks to you. Sorry, lol. Ah, you're good. Last I checked, Delimited wasn't a bot. Right, Delimited? You haven't done it, Skylar. You're the greatest, really. He sounds like You guys were amazing. Truly, you've impressed me. Peace is returned. Thank you, Skylar. Got an apple. It's peaceful again. Thank you. I never expected less from you, my friend. Long before LMs were a thing. Trying to see if I have a particular dungeon. Because I know for a fact that we probably wouldn't have found this Pokemon either that I'm looking for. Let me check something. Rescue camp is Mystic Lake. I've already got Mystic Lake. Okay. Cool. Though I suppose what I should do is I should take my money out. The legend may not even exist. It hovers on the horizon and disappears suddenly as if it were a mirage. May as well start off with the most expensive, I suppose. I can't afford another 9,000. It doesn't even know it exists. That run afoul of the trade practices act over here. Sure, let's get Rubber Dub Revel, why not? And then we will deposit the rest, just in case we need it. Don't want to use everything. Fought your way up a tower of clouds? I can't even imagine that. Sounds kind of wow. Yup. You were flat out incredible. Seriously, consider teaming up with me. Oh, darlings, you outdone yourselves. Everything returned to peace. But Papa still hasn't come back. Everyone says they haven't seen him. Where did my papa go? Oh, maybe they got left behind in the sky. And maybe Rayquaza is having them as a meal. That's not possible. Papa can't fly in the first place. Where did Papa go? Oh, how marvelous, Skylar. I can go on living again without fear. Thank you. Okay. What have we got? Remains Island. Waterfall Pond. Sky Tower. Magma Cavern. Oh, hi! My instincts at that time were correct. I'm glad I helped you out. Let me say my thanks once more. Thank you for saving the world. You made a promise to Articuno during the time you were running away, right? That you would stop further natural disasters from spreading. Now that we stopped the star from falling, it might be good to meet up. Not only with Articuno, but also with Moltres and Zapdos, the 3 legendary birds. Waterfall Pond is now open. Remains Island is now open. The desert region is now open. Plenty to do. I like the Absol. I wish they expanded on the character a bit more. Yeah, it kind of feels like nothing happens after the main story, huh? Well, even then, like, it's mainly during the Fugitive arc, and then after that, it kind of doesn't get a mention. Just checking something. I don't think I recognized once when you return and Gengar calls him a creep. Yeah, exactly. There's not much here in Thunderwave Cave, but we may as well go. Finish up the jobs. Okay, we can find an item. Scruffy found a max ether. Actually, I should probably be using Scruffy, come to think of it. I can turn Pokemon into P-money that way. Rescue Team Federation didn't even promote you or give you anything for saving the world. The ultimate rescue. Nope, nothing. You get nothing! Smattertite's topical bottle. That's one. Not even an automated thanks email. Okay, mining's over there. Stairs are over there. There's mining. Is it minin or minun? Minun? No idea. I always pronounced it as minin. So the first one, Oddish is dead. You know, maybe I should turn off everyone else's moves so I can actually, you know, start generating money. I feel like that might help. Not in the camp. There we are. Yeah. I was supposed to say it. Yes. Oops. Thank you for taking me to Oddish. This is your reward. 1 calcium. Violet Seed, Peachy Berry, and Blast Seed. And a reset orb. Alright. Mail call. Kabuto feels young again. One of our oldest residents claims to feel rejuvenated. Kabuto reportedly had an encounter with Relicanth in which both parties reminisced about the old days. However, even Kabuto could not keep up with Relicanth's tales from 100 million years ago. Kabuto stated, "It made me feel young talking to Relicanth." Chansey's fortune telling. As a special treat, I'll share a simple way to tell fortunes with you. The key is the first thing you find in the day's first dungeon. If it's pea money, you'll be sure to make more. If it's a berry, your health is good. Your health luck is good. If it's an apple, you're super lucky. Chansey. And this Poochiana wants a apple from Mount Blaze. What happened to your worldly responsibilities, friends and family in the human world? They're dead now and we don't care. Little Lumbre, he amuses me so. Oh, long time no see, UOL. You see, I have heard about Lumbre's tale. It is too funny. I've heard that Lumbre almost drowned at sea, but that Lumbre, he lives in water. How very pathetic. Not really anything I want. Hyper Beam, Solar Beam, Rock Tomb, Low Sweep, Giga Impact, Gyro Ball, and Fly. Just as an FYI, you will need the Fly HM if you're playing in the original version of the games. in order to get back to Sky Tower. In this game, however, it's not required. Your team has my support. Bzz, bzz, bzz. Keep up your rescue work. Bzz, bzz, bzz. Wonder what's higher than the gold rank. I can't imagine it. Our team got the gold rank, but I don't think the rescue ranks are higher than that. What's your rescue rank? How high'd you get it? We're still normal rank. We're trying, but I've given up on trying to turn back into a snubble. From now on, I'm living as a Gramble. Pleased to meet you. Huh? What do you think Lumbre's story is about? Aren't you curious? Let's go ask Lumbre directly. Dive for the underwater dungeons. Mm-hmm. You had to either have a Pokemon that learned it, or you had to have the item itself in your inventory. Huh? What's that? Oh, you mean what happened at sea? I wasn't drowning! Sheesh, they're making up stories about me. Want to know what really happened? Sure. See, a while back, I went out to the sea to frolic. You know, I was trying that dive thing, so I was having fun going underwater. Well, I got washed out to sea a bit. All of a sudden, these wicked clouds rolled in. Before I knew it, there was a full-blown storm raging. There's more! A dungeon appeared in the sea. I was shocked witless. I got out of there fast. But who would have guessed? But who'd have guessed it? A dungeon in a stormy sea. Huh? You want to know more about that dungeon in the sea? I vamoosed it out of there, so I can't tell you much. I know, maybe Whiskash would know something. Yeah, that'd be best. Go talk to Whiskash. Curious about the dungeon in the sea, right? Let's go ask Whiskash about it. How far off the coast were they frolicking? That's like open ocean swimming. Ah, so you wish to know about the dungeon in the sea? I too have heard of it. I've heard of a place that is far off our coast. It's a sea churned by torrential storms and violent waves. It's a place appropriately named the Stormy Sea. There one will find a dungeon that leads to the bottom of the sea. The sea is infinitely dark, and its depth unimaginable. That is what I have heard. You look eager to go. Nobody can stop your adventurous spirit. You be careful now. Gain access to the Stormy Sea. Adventures keep you young. If only I were a little younger, I might have joined you on your adventures. Many years, countless Pokemon have served on rescue teams. Many have engraved their names in glory, but if anyone asks about the greatest of them all, there is but one hero. It's Lucario. His exploits as a rescue leader are the stuff of legend. I aspire to become like Lucario. To become even closer to Lucario's greatness, that is my goal and my dream. Team Hydro is bronze rank. We need to do better. Our team Rumble Rock is famous for savagery, but we're actually only normal rank. It's an embarrassment. Darlings, I'll have you know that my team Constrictor is actually silver rank. Not too bad, is it? We surprise people with our excellence. Papa still hasn't come home. Our son! Sorry to make you wait. Oh, that voice. Get set! Ha! 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 Papa! Our son, we're sorry for causing you anxiety. Papa, where were you? We were traveling the world. The world is vast. There are countless Pokemon around the world that are unknown in these areas. That's why you were gone. Papa, did you see all the Pokemon that aren't known in these areas? Of course. What do you take us for?
Oh, of course, Papa, you're so special.
What do you take us for? Yes.
My Papa is so special.
I went on a world trip without telling their son. Alright. There's another one from Mount Thunder. Sure. I think he's being entirely forthright. I don't think so either. Great Canyon, Lapis Cave, Howling Forest, Desert Region, Mount Freeze. Ooh, that's a special reward. Hang on, let me take that one. There's one in the desert region and... Huh.
Smeagol's desperate plea, huh? Well, that's some title. What's it say? Can you read it?
Skylar read the request. Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Smeagol. I once had aspirations of becoming an artist. Then one day, there was an incident of an unforgivable nature. I fled because I didn't want to get all sticky. But then I lost my way. Now I find myself in this forest, unable to extricate myself. I'm lost in the howling forest. Somebody, please save me.
Didn't want to get all sticky. What's up with that?
I don't really get it, but, well, let's go rescue this Smeagol. Forest in which Smeagol is thought to have gone missing is the Howling Forest. It's now open for exploration. Howling Forest is now open, and the Stormy Sea is now open. Oh, and the Solar Cave is now open too.
When did that open up?
We didn't do anything for that. Also, wow. Howling Forest Stormy Sea is a 40-floor dungeon. Woof. And then we've also got the Solar Cave. I do want to check out the Solar Cave, but I reckon we should probably go to Howling Forest, hey? I want to save them, not join them. Oh, wait. Skylar stepped on a sticky trap. The cleanse orb became sticky and unusable. Alright. Remember, this is a post-game dungeon, so it's gonna be hard. Regardless of how little the enemies look. It's Pikachu's in the Pokemons. It is. Hi, Carbed. Welcome on in. There was a sparkling thing on that floor. Want to pet and ruffle the Absol. Wow, that bite did, like, nothing. Pound hour, huh? Oh. Pfft. Flame burst is on the B button. Nice! Don't get sloppy. P-money. And on we go. Max elixir. Slash upgraded. And Darkblade picked up the life seed whilst I picked up the perfect apple, which is cool. Stairs would be nice. What's my used pound? I mean pound. Oh, really? Brutal swing! Wipeout! Stand a little closer. Man, Skylar's making good work of these Poochianas. Brutal swing! Uh-oh, I've been yawned. Brutal swing! And Poochiana wants to join. And I'm in the camp. The experience points Pokemon earn after defeating an enemy in a dungeon are boosted. Rare qualities affect your whole team. On top of that, this effect also applies to Pokemon at camps. There we are. Payday. Excellent. Items in your toolbox that have the X symbol are sticky. If you want to use a sticky item again, you will need to use a cleanse orb on it or leave the dungeon with the item. Pick up the eye drop seed, but it's sticky. Tiny reviver seed, and max ether, and a pounce wand, and another pounce wand. We stepped on like 5 tiles there for training. Should probably switch back to Skylar because I actually have a ranged move. This is literally the solution of throwing money at the problem. Or rather, the definition of throwing money at the problem, I suppose. Fire Fang! Take that. Eye Drop Seed. Wrong move. Eventually I'll learn. Apparently Brutal Swing can hit from there. I'll proceed without giving that Macro an apple. Slash attack. Very nice. Flame burst. That was Darkblade. Level 37. Trying to learn Psycho Cut. Damages an enemy and has a high critical hit rate. Yeah. Just because it's probably better at overcoming type weaknesses than using, whatchamacallit, Slash. Absol learns a lot of moves that have a high critical hit ratio, huh? There is a lot of money in this dungeon. Get my Absol Flamethrower. So, may I ask the Limited, what was the decision behind giving your Absol Flamethrower? Absol has Super Luck for even more critical hit chance. The Fire Fang, actually. Range capability and type flexibility. Okay. I was just curious because Flamethrower is a special move and Absol is definitely a more attack-oriented Pokemon. I'm surprised... Actually, I don't think Absol can learn Earthquake, can it? Probably not. It's Pikachu with Eevee as secondary. Yeah. Oh, that's an enemy. Use the drinks to increase the special attack. Try to balance the stats out. Ah, okay. That's cool. Flamethrower was cool. Perfect match. Make sure they hit the right button this time. Flame Burst is out of PP. And Tiny Reviver Seed, but it's sticky. Ow. Yeah, it was my fault. I knew it was there. It's a PP Leech Trap. If a Pokemon steps on this trap, the PP of one move will be reduced to 0. PP of Bite became 0. That's not fun. Okay. There's the menu. I was looking for the menu. 2,400 Poke in this dungeon alone. Looks like half the items are money, and the money is good. Oh, I should have brought an invitation. I don't think I have one on me. I think we deposited the invitation, didn't we? Ow, ow, ow. I'll just swap to Scruffy for now. What's an invitation? Team Yellow Anthem making the rounds? No, don't think so. Why would that be making the rounds? Team Yellow's a thing back in Sword and Shield, wasn't it? Hey, nice. Usually go for rap music, but it's a fan-made song based on the villain's content, and it's really good. Ah, I see. Scruffy leveled up to level 38. Trying to learn Nasty Plot. Sharply boosts your special attack. I'm not too fussed about that. I don't know, the internet timing is weird. And Skylar leveled up to level 37. Hey, there's Flamethrower, finally. Internet gives, the internet taketh away. Blessed be the name of the internet. Should we give up Flame Burst, or should we give up Fire Fang, do you think? I mean, I've got Manjaro and Absol tonight. Go for it. I mean, I've got type coverage with Bite and Slash. I don't really want to have any more than 2 fire-type moves, and even that's a lot. But, like, Flame Burst is already powered up, whereas Flamethrower would have to get there. And it also has really low PP as well, to start off with. But Flamethrower's range starts off at 4 tiles away. And Flame Burst is more accurate. Gosh, I really don't know. The lower PP is gonna hurt for a while. Flamethrower entirely for the reason it has a TM that is available and can be taught to a variety of Pokemon unlike Flame Burst. Trouble is, I've already got Flame Burst, that's the problem. I'm really not sure about this one. Teaching it to others later, that was my logic. Yeah. Like, it's definitely weaker and definitely has less PP than Flame Burst currently has, because we stuck with that the entire game. Just waiting for the future of burning things. I suppose we'll get rid of Flame Burst. I hope that's not a mistake, though. And immediately it missed.
Have a taste of my fury swipes!
Plus the AoE of Flame Burst doesn't scale at all and becomes trivial damage later on. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Great. Oh, fuck. That's not good. Immediately saw that coming. I wonder if I can turn off moves for Pokemon that are confused. Yeah, you can, alright. Yeah, I should have done that. That was my bad on that. No one to blame but myself for that one. Great, and bad too. Double Screech! No, 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 not the discharge! Double Screech. And out of here. Grumpig! Sure. Screech. Missed. And I hit a slow trap. Grumpy got a lot of health. Screech. Screech. Thank you. And Flamethrower. Okay. Whew. It's certainly getting rough here. Hey, a Heracross. I have never seen a move called Belch in my life before. That was new. Give apple. has the rare quality leave half. I love the fact that I used the move and immediately my Heracross is also gone. Loudra got the Awakened status. An enemy has become awakened. Enemies can become awakened when they defeat other Pokemon. Awakened enemies are stronger, so be careful around them. Yeah. They defeat a Pokemon, they get even bigger and nastier. Not great. So ult for that against Rayquaza. So wait, did you make Rayquaza stronger, or did you make your team stronger? Ow. Double strike on all accounts. Stairs are right over there. Ah, you awakened Eevee, right. Screech. Whew. That was a rough one. Oh, I've lost my bearings. Where is this? I can't get out. I'm hungry. I'm in trouble. Oh, you are. Did you maybe come to rescue me? I'm glad to see you. Immediately out. Nature Power, Hyper Beam. Poochyena. XP Boost. Huh? Who are you? Where are we? What day is it? I'm going to call you the name of the robotic dog. Except I think it was spelled P-O-O-C-H-I-E. Grumpig! Gonna get real creative with this one. Real creative with that one. Real creative. Thank you so much, you saved me from great peril.
That's cool, Smeargle. But why'd you run away? Your letter said something about not wanting to get sticky, but...
Letters. Oh! Look, there he is. And I see him, we've got to get him back quick.
More Smeargle? 2 of them, even. Hey, Smeargle, who are those guys?
They're my friends.
Now, come with us, the sticky ritual is ready for you. Quit fighting this! Have the paw prints applied without a fuss.
No, if I have to get those paw prints all over me, I'll get all gross and sticky.
What is that? This sticky ritual?
It is a ritual among us Smeargle. We mark each other all over with our paw prints. We take our front paws and stamp each other all over. Anything more than a single paw print would be unbearably uncool. I have dreams of creating great art, so I have certain standards for design that I swear by. I know, I have decided. I shall join Skylar's rescue team. I'll participate in your rescue activities. I'll do my best to rescue others, and I won't take part in that nasty ritual. Sorry, not sorry. Is that so? Then there's nothing we can do. We'll let everyone know about your decision. We wish you luck in your new career as a rescuer.
Oh wow, that's one pushy way of getting a job. But that's okay. Welcome to the team. We expect your best, Smeargle.
Yes, thank you. Something I am good at is drawing and painting. For example, let me see. Ah, how about that? Observe the design of that flag. I could perhaps redesign the flag. If you wish to alter the flag's design, call me anytime. Smeagol, join your team! Wow, he's claiming political asylum with your rescue team, pretty much. Delimited, that's a great name, and now I'm going to call him that. I'm not just going to call him Smudge, I'm going to call him Smudger. You know, after that one character in Thomas and Friends. Made the nickname Smudger. I'll find my own place in the sky blue plains, but I'll come on over right away if you wave the flag. If you wish to alter that flag's design, simply wave the flag, okay? Until then. So, unlocking Smeagol was a bit different in the original games. It was done the same way. You had to find the rescue team request, and then get to the end of the Howling Forest. Ugh. Actually, no, I think it was basically the same, wasn't it? You had to rescue it, and then that was it. Oh, wait, no. You have to have access to the Sky Blue Plains, that's right. That's what I mean. A lot of dungeons in the original game were locked behind Sky Blue Plains. Since Spyro wasn't here. I don't know where Spyro is today. Let me hang on. I got the original guidebook here. Let me pull this up and mention it. What's new? Yeah, so we spoke with Medicham, Lombre, and Whiscash. And yeah, page 55. Yeah, this may just seem like a pleasant and beautiful home for members for your rescue team, but gaining this friend area is key to opening up several dungeons, including ones where legendary Pokémon dwell. The tricky part is that there's nothing you can do specifically to gain this area. It's rewarded after a random mission. Completing certain other missions in addition to having the Sky Blue Plains on your friend area map will open up other dungeons for exploration. So, yeah. You have to earn Sky Blue Plains. In this version, you get it straight away as soon as you begin the game. But in the originals, it was awarded randomly, after you beat the game. Consult the almanac. Takes out enormous tome, thumbs down on the table. Basically what I just did, huh? Let me consult the holy tome. Fan Club seeks members. We proudly announce the foundation of the Red and Blue Fan Club, an organization for supporting Pokemon rescue teams. We're currently recruiting new members. Won't you join and throw your support behind our hardworking rescue heroes? Postle and Minun. Vileplume's weighty problem. Vileplume are widely recognized for their massive flower. However, few dare to approach Vileplume because they scatter clouds of allergy-inducing pollen. Vileplume complain that they tire very easily because the flower's weight makes their head heavy. Well, we certainly have a lot of money. I would like to take some of those. I think I'm able to walk anywhere on the floor you use the orb on. wonder if that includes through walls. Solar Beam, Earthquake, Brick Break, Fire Blast, Rock Tomb, Focus Blast, Poison Jab, and Poison Jab. Oh, that's it. I mean, Metagross can learn it, and Metagross is level 45. However, my storage is full. Let's get rid of that. Drop one of those off. Drop those. Okay. Drop one invitation off. Sell those seeds. Yeah. And maybe store one more apple, one max elixir, one revival. And then we'll take out a couple of revival seeds, I think. Yeah. There we are. And one mix elixir. Right, and I think I know which dungeon I want to go to next. For very specific reasons. There's another Mount Thunder, I'll take that. Woof. Says you're playing nothing? Does it? Oh, I did not. There we go. There we go. Update that. I don't like escort missions. I have a bad feeling about that. I want to take it because I want to go to the Solar Cave, but I don't want to take it because that's an escort mission. And that's going to be painful to do. Escort missions, yeah. Remains Island, Waterfall Pond, Desert Region. To the Solar Cave! 20 floors of this. Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Oh, I just shoved that. There's a very specific reason for why I want to go in here. Which will become apparent later on. Oh, hi. This was not the reason. What have you got? You got an empowerment seed. Peach berry, revival orb, iron spikes, scope lens. No, I'm good. Besides which, I don't have any money. And I am in no condition to try and shoplift. Empowerment seed, that was it. Not an orb. Considering this is called the Solar Cave, I was expecting more rock types. Oh wow, Porygon 2. Flamethrower! Whee! Oh, really? That's fine. Yeah. I want to save the apples that I've got for myself. Unfortunately, as we get into these bigger dungeons, it's less and less more feasible to give Pokemon the apples. Remember, we don't have small stomach or anything like that yet. Would be good if we could get small stomach on someone though. Ow. I must admit, the enemies here seem, I don't know, a little weaker than I was expecting. Using wake up slap on someone in real life may get you arrested or fined. Especially if you do it to a police officer. But yeah, like, the enemies here are actually less strong than the ones that were in the Howling Forest. Or at least that seems to be the case for now. Is it actually? I have no idea. And remember too, we haven't gotten to the later floors of the dungeon where everything is strong, so... Pick up those iron spikes, gravel rocks, Pokey. Switch a wand. Ow. Spyro, there you are. Hi, buddy. I'm doing well. How about yourself? The rescuing goes okay. Almost got wiped out on that previous dungeon, but it's fine. It's fine. Nightshade revealed that Natu was level 30. We was wondering where you was, Spire. I slept in a bit today and came to work late. Whoops! Spyro, I've never known you to do that. Never. Since Nightshade does the amount of damage equal to your level. Ah, I see. No, it was intentional. You deliberately slept in? An extra hour's work, so I wanted to have a shorter day today. Ah, I see. Okay, so you worked overtime and you could take a couple of hours off. I see. I see. That's cool. My work would never do that. I suppose it also means that they don't pay you overtime, but still. Sounds like you have a not good employer. Oh, the stories I could tell. Like the fact that they were allowed to take an entire week off when they got stuck with COVID, and I had to come into work after just 3 days, because that was the requirement of the Australian government or something like that. It was really not nice. Lemon, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the follow. Just in time to hear me ranting about my work. And complaining about it. God of Lemons and leader of the Lemon Army. Yeah, it was 3.5 hours over what I am expected to work in this pay period. Normally I just leave early on Friday, but I'm on call that day, so odds are I won't be able to leave early. So I just came in late today and plan to leave early tomorrow. Fair enough. Why not? Why am I going this way? There's like... Oh no, there are rooms down there, are there? Hey! Darkblade leveled up. Level 38. Stretch and hydrate, I can do that. Meditite seemed to develop a kinship. Sure, the more the merrier. Notorious healing. I think that's faster healing in corridors? I think. Okay, well there's the Sableye that I saw at the beginning of this floor. Yes, I want to proceed. Any shiny Pokemon I have in my Pokemon Mystery Dungeon DX? I don't know, probably all of the Pokemon that are available to be shiny. Because I know that that number's limited. Missed. Like half of that. Only set Pokemon can be shiny. 3, nice. Okay, never mind. Town 2 dittos. Porygon 2, again. It moved floors. Screech. Nice. Fake out, and I broke the substitute, and I killed Mr. Mime immediately, and now it wants to join my team. Type formation, but there's no camp for Mr. Mime to stay out. Yes, I want to proceed. I was gonna grab that Max Elixir, but... oh well, never mind, I found one anyway. Perfect. Oh, damn, that missed. Sure. Also has Notorious Healing. Pokemon that are not in the air will take more damage from Dragon-type moves, or less damage from Dragon-type moves, I don't know. Pokemon have Rapid's Bullseye? Unfortunately not, no. I've been trying, but nope. I'm also doing well, thank you for asking. But yeah, I've been trying to get Rapid Bullseye, but no luck, unfortunately. It is the one ability that I really want because of Scruffy. That's how I built Scruffy, so... oh. Wow, that took me a minute. Oh look, now I can move. Well, get a taste of my Fury Swipes then. Oh no, I can only use Fury Swipes. What a curse. Oh no. Stab, 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 stab. That'll finish Kalia. It did not finish Kalia. Okay. Fake out. Got a HP swap orb. Not orb, but wand. X-ray specs. What does that do? Items and Pokemon but not traps on the floor become visible. Ah, I see. Okay. It's not what I'm after then. I'm after the one that can see traps, because that's useful. Haha! Yeah. Time the room was Delibird. And that was Scruffy leveling up to level 39. Alright. Got so many max ethers, we may as well start drinking them. Absol, you are out of PP on that, so you may as well take it. Skylar is almost out of PP on Flamethrower, so you may as well take that. Then we'll grab it. And then I reckon what we'll do is we'll swap those two around. Oh yeah, should probably talk to you, huh? Enjoyed the brief time spent with Delibird. Chipper seems to want to join you. You can, but we don't have a camp for you. Even moves that have no effect or not very effective due to abilities or bad type matchups will be able to steamroll opponents and deal damage. Hi, this invitation says I can loot the place. Okay, thanks, bye. I basically did that, eh? I nearly walked right out. Hi, I have a key that says I can come in here and take whatever I want. It's like that episode of The Amazing World of Gumball where they're like transported to an RPG and Gumball goes deliberately into the house of his neighbor specifically to loot the place, and he just takes everything that is not tied down. Yeah, you eat that and increase your HP. All the treasures. There was an empowerment seed there. I feel like we should throw something. Using an empowerment seed in the dungeon to awaken a Pokemon, powering it up greatly for a while. Some Pokemon's forms will change when they're awakened. So I can wake up on time, so thanks again, and also bye. Jumps out of the window. I do need to watch that show, actually. If I remember correctly, there's like a revival or something that might occur, or... I know that there was like a movie that was teased for ages, but nothing actually came of it. I don't know if that's actually a thing or not. You missed! Okay, that's useful. That's actually really useful, and I almost want to keep Delibird, but I don't have the power to keep Delibird. There's a lot. Yeah, I thought so. And there's a Heracross. And my belly is almost down, so I will eat. Picked up a sleep seed. Great. I moved away tactfully to, like, get more Pokemon into the room. Ow. Whilst I was asleep, so I didn't block the entrance. Unfortunately, Absol was, like, nowhere to be seen. Also, I did. Yeah, let's proceed. I think you might have actually helped Meditite there with that guard split. Apparently, Delibird warps when it uses Present. What? Stab, miss, 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 stab. Double screech. Yeah. Scruffy, you may as well eat that.
Have a taste of my fury swipes!
Thanks. Swap with a max ether. Then drink the max ether. Powering up Swords Dance again. Ow. Screech. Stab, stab. And Skylar leveled up. Level 38. And let's not have that run out. Screech. And Oranberry on Scruffy. Amazing how I come into work late and somehow feel more tired. Time for coffee. It's because you slept in longer than you are used to, Spyro, so... I heard a lot of missing from Mr. Mime. So I thought I better do something about that. More sleep mean more rest? Sometimes. Sometimes not. Phew, found the stairs just in time. Nope, that's not it. That's what I'm looking for. No, there's a way to move from team, accept the jobs, move settings. Tactics meeting, that's what I need. there. Wait there. Wait there. Yep. What the fuck is happening down here? Heal block. Pokemon can't restore its HP. Like, guys, I told you to wait there. What are you not doing? So much for that tactics meeting, huh? Yeah, not waiting there. They did not wait. Didn't teach them to sit yet. Hang on. Set moves to on or off here. If you set moves to on, your teammates will only use those moves. Use A to switch them on or off. Brutal swing, get rid of you. Claydol wants to tag along. Here's an apple for the Sableye. Darkness Ridge riled up. Too many Pokemon with us. Yep. Because I don't have Mr. Mime's friend area. I was gonna say, you better not miss 2 times in a row. Solar Cave, floor 20. What we want is the friend bow. Let's see if we can swap this out with something. Swap it out with a plain seed. Swap this out with a raspberry. Swap you out with a sleep seed. Oh my goodness. And then swap you out with a... Switch of one, why not? Yep. Bronze Dojo Ticket, Rock Polish TM, Thunder TM, Smart Strike TM, Oranberry, Charge Beam TM, Reviver Seed, and Citrus Berry. Not a single gummy to be had. Disappointed. Metatype wants to join your team. It is in a camp already, so... Nope. Got a lot of money for the adventure, though. Matang wants to join the team. We already have Metagross, but... I don't know what to call Matang. Clamps, because it's got the clampy claws. Yeah, sounds good. We'll go with that. Clamps, yep. Sadly, there's no camp for Delibird to stay at, and Delibird was really useful. And no camp for Claydol to stay at. But Sableye can join us. And the Clamps! Snapping of the Clamps, Futurama. Look at the Clamps. Well, welcome back. In honor of their ability, I can't think of anything else, so I'm just gonna call them riled. They're a bit riled up. Because their ability is riled up. Sounds like you need more caps. Mm-hmm, I think so. Okay, have some more clams. Nothing to the clams. High Seas rescue in the Stormy Sea by Team Sea Dragons ended yesterday with a successful recovery of Tentacle, reports Seadra, the team leader. The client, Corsola, is said to be delighted by the outcome. Tentacle stated, "I didn't realize how far I've been washed out to sea. The Stormy Sea is unforgiving." Slackoff pillows for insomnia, relief for delicate souls who can't sleep with different pillows. Insomniacs rejoiced over the announcement of the Slackoff pillow, which is said to induce sleepiness just by seeing it. Already, the inventor is swamped with inquiries from all over. However, production is said to be not yet ready. They were attacked at Silent Chasm. Right, I should call them Glimmered Gate. Not you two. Cool, there's another invitation. Hyper Beam, Earthquake, Brick Break, Rock Tomb, Steel Wing, Bulldoze, Frost Breath, and Brutal Swing. Store. Not the revivals. Keep them. There. That's better. Now let me check. List of Pokemon, please. I know it's a bit late, but... Dragon Cave. Dragons? Did someone say dragons? Found a new dungeon when we made Dragon Cave 2. Now you can go to the newly discovered Wyvern Hill. Interesting. Dragons! Yep, I will deposit the rest. Should just be a cave filled with gold. That'd be my place, and I'd be asking who let you in. What am I looking for? That would be handy. I'll take just one though. That's the other thing that I want. Bulletin board. Couple for the desert region. I don't mind that one. That one I do mind, because that's a bloody escort mission. Though, that's only on 2F, so I reckon we can take that one. However... before I do that, I think there's a thing that I want to do first. Couple of things I want to do first. Do I want to do that now? Narbo knows what Narbo wants to do. Let me... hang on. Right, okay. So we got an interesting choice here. Alright. Which Pokemon should I put False Swipe onto? Never mind. Okay, that narrows it down. Scruffy can't learn it. But I wonder then if its evolution can. Speaking of that, I can hear a voice from somewhere. Awakened ones, you reached the Luminous Cave. Have you come here to evolve? Looks like a lot of our Pokemon can just evolve. Scruffy evolved into a banker. Skylar will evolve into Charmeleon, yes? You will no longer be able to return to your previous form. Will you still evolve? You will lose the rescue team scarf you're wearing. Will you still evolve? This is important. In this version, because you get the little rescue team scarf, you will lose this if you evolve. However, the stat buff is pretty good. Bacon ones, let us begin. Skylar started to look a little different. Evolved from Charmander to Charmeleon. Nope. Okay, your turn, Scruffy. Ooh, you lose the ability pickup, though. Ooh, okay. Do I want to do this now, or do I want to hold off? Let me see what Limber does. Oh, really? Immunity to paralysis, if I remember right. Yeah, that's all it does. I'm going into Purity Forest, nice. This actually got a little bit more questionable, considering some of the dungeons. Carry way too much anyway. I'm just wondering about the special dungeons, that's all. Because I feel like Scruffy is probably the Pokemon that I would take into those special dungeons. Being a normal type, it doesn't have any weaknesses, aside from maybe fighting types. It's got good moves all around. And pickup would be really useful, so that it can pick up random items. Maybe I shouldn't have evolved just yet. Like I said, the stat buff is nice, but... really, only HP would go up. Everything else sort of goes up minimalistically. I feel like on Skylar it makes sense. Especially considering there's a couple of things that I would like to try with Skylar as well. On Skylar, I think it makes sense, but on Scruffy, I don't think it makes sense to do so just yet. I'm also going to keep Skylar at Charmeleon for now, because A, I just get the better stat buffs, but I also don't get the extra weaknesses that come with being a flying type. So... God, I run Hunch over. I look like a frickin' Gilmon! Not that I'm complaining. Does the half flying type grant immunity to ground type? I don't think so. Maybe it does. But it also gains a weakness to electric types and a... I would be weak to ice type moves, but I'm a fire type, so instead I would just take normal type damage. I still need to teach someone false swipe, don't I? To do this. Oh, I thought Metagross. I thought Metal's Gross could land it. Well, Dark Blade can land it. Heracross can, but I don't really want to teach it to Heracross or Stig. So... Dark Blade, I think. Damages an enemy. If you knock an enemy out with it, they will be more likely to join you on your adventure, which is very useful for what I'm about to try and achieve. Night Slash, 15, Psycho Cut. I reckon swap False Swipe for Night Slash. I can relearn Night Slash later if I want to, but I've also got Brutal Swing as it is, and that has a ridiculous range, and its power is intense because of Swords Dance. So, I reckon let's get rid of Night Slash. Lock them out, they are more likely to join you. What are you just causing brain damage till they think they like you? Yes. Wyvern Hill is now open for exploration as well. I think it's finally time for a return. But let me edit the team first. Give items. I'm going to give you the Friend Bow. And now we'll depart. I think people might figure out what I'm trying to do here. Alright. It's more of a... Huh, you could have kicked my ass, but you restrained yourself. That is admirable. It's one way to do it. Now let me see here. Right. On this floor, Hoot Hoot is waiting for a big apple to be delivered. Clear. Oh no, I mean seeded. Yeah, sure. There's that big apple that we need. I'm actually going to keep recruiting Pokemon, because whilst I do that, we actually get a buff, so... Is that the big apple I asked for? I ate it. Job completed. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Bye-bye. Anyone who's played this game before knows exactly what I'm trying to do here, but... with my setup. Right. Okay, we found the floor where Rattata is. I guess, but still brain damage. The Zap Zap Birdie? Not quite, actually. Though that is on the to-do list. Nope. Remember, I have the ability squad up, so the more Pokemon that join my team, the higher our ratio will go up for Pokemon wanting to join us. Which will be very useful. Ow. So the more Pokemon that join us, the more our friendship rating will increase. Yeah, sure. So that's also useful. There we go. That takes care of Poliwag. Nope. Fang, take that. Another Stantler. Sure, why not? It would be really useful if I remember what half of these abilities actually do. Don't you think? Oh, hey look, Cacnea. Sure. They cause pain. Maybe there's an ability for that. Thank you, Scruffy. Anti-floof. Well, Scruffy, if you're gonna turn people into money, you may as well pick up the money. You'd be doing them a disservice if you didn't. You can find Oddish's particular key. Really? Enemy defeated and flamethrower leveled up. Nope. Alright. Take him out! Nice. There's Oddish's particular key. Find Magby's topical bottle. And Scruffy found an apple. There's also something up here that I want to see. Alright, full swipe. Dragon Rush, full swipe. You do have Roost. Ah, didn't work. Growlithe did. Wow, okay. Growlithe sure did. Too many Pokemon adventuring with you. Let's get rid of one of the Stantlers, I think. Shared Happiness. Let's go with the one with Frisk. Yep. Wait! Someone knew you are the weakest link. Goodbye. Okay, there's the topical bottle. No, I do not want to fire the cannon. Bye! Least important.
Which of you is least important?
Oh yeah, I should probably switch back to Scarlet, right? Since that fight's over. Hey, Manectric! Yeah. Cool electric doggo. Alright. Oh, I did not mean to attack, but sure. Okay, we found the Nidorina we were looking for. Oh, everyone's stuck behind Absol, that's why. I was like, why is everyone taking so long to get here? It's because everyone's literally stuck behind Absol. Okay, we found Sentret. Nope. Ow. What's I doing? Apple. Really? You better not miss this time. Geoder! I'm gonna say no to you. Flamethrower. Stun Seed. I think we found Licky Licky. There we are. This is a lot of jobs, but not exactly what I'm looking for. There's still a request. That is really funny. Like that. At least you'll be able to put away a tidy paycheck for your retirement. Mm-hmm. Scarfy picked up the apple. Rescue Team Federation has a pension plan or not. Considering they didn't even acknowledge the fact that we literally saved the world, I don't think they have a pension plan. Fair. Mm-hmm. Ow. This is where we can find Houndour's popular ribbon. Oh, human, did you have a transformed into Pokemon insurance plan? You're not going to believe this, but I transformed into a Pokémon and literally saved the world. Well, you still have to pay. Save the world, I can I saved the world, I can unsave it. Haha. Well, if you can actually get kidnapped and ransom insurance, and I'll do it too. Handau's popular ribbon. No, I would like to stay here. You get the money if that happens. The kidnappers are your family. Sure, but apparently it's for workers who go to high-risk countries where that is a real threat. That just makes me wonder if they actually do anything to help try and recover you or not. Wasn't long ago that said when they did get contracting for some mining company in Africa, they did get kidnap and ransom insurance. This is a pretty small floor. Had one hell of a paycheck for needing to work in high-risk places. Apparently local militias would often kidnap and ransom these foreigners intentionally, as it was a profitable gig, as often paying a ransom was easier than the alternative. Alright. I'm just sort of gonna back myself up here now. What's the button the past turns? I'm trying to get the Dragonites to spawn, but they're not spawning. Instead, I'm getting a lot of sleeping Pokemon. Should probably just payday you all, because then I can turn you into money. We're still here, I am limited. We've only found one Dragonite in this entire dungeon. And I'm a little disappointed that only one has spawned in. Oh, there it is. Winds that blow in dungeons. When the wind blows in the dungeon, head straight for the stairs. If you stay on the same floor too long, you'll be blown away by the wind and fail your adventure. So keep moving. We'll need to move. Of course, that does mean... Go! So, you're back! Since we last met, how much more have you furthered your team? How much stronger have you gotten? Your power. Demonstrate it for me! Aren't there wind-type Pokemon that could stop the wind? Not really. It's way creepier on the older versions. Something is stirring. Yeah, I kind of wish it was still like that, instead of like, oh, random wind blowing. I like the idea of something stirring. Something's coming this way. Something's getting closer. And then you're just blown out of the dungeon. You have no idea what does it. So much cooler that way. Have a Screech. Whoa, that was a ton of damage. That'll be a ton of damage. Ooh. Oh no, Stantler died. Nope. Gotta save those for ourselves, sorry. Double Screech, but it missed. Thunder! That could have been nasty. Sorry, Cacnea. Looks like you're down. That's a lot of damage! Screech. Stab, 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 stab. You really don't want to go down, huh? Rain Dance. Screech attack. Stab, 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 stab. Uh-oh. Zapdos is setting up Thunder. Surprisingly, didn't go for Thunder though. It was an accuracy in Rain. Got it! No thunder for you. Not allowed. Team Stardrift's courage in the fierce battle left an impression on Zapdos. You can now access the legendary island camp and Zapdos at level 50 join your team. And it has Squeeze Out. Nah. You're a legendary Pokemon. I suppose I won't nickname you. I suppose. Hey, a Rainbow Gummy! No camp for Dunsparce to stay at. No camp for Growlithe to stay at. Manectric wants to join your team, but it's already in a camp. So, nope. Just maybe. Max Elixir, Pete, Petroscarf, and Power Band. Zappy Birdie. Zapdos was angered by your cutesying of their name. Zapdos left the team. Violet Seed. Okay, this is a weird pairing. A Bagon and a Licky Licky. Decoy Seed and Tiny Reviver Seed. 160 points. That was a big one. Silver Dojo ticket. That was also worth 160 points. Two Max Elixirs. Perfect Apple for the Big Apple. Particular Key. Perfect Apple. Perfect Apple, Gold Ribbon, and Decoy Seed. Whew. Cleared a lot of missions in that dungeon. That's because I've been saving them up the entire adventure to try and find a fucking Dragonite. And we didn't get it. Ah! I'm so upset. Grind is real. These are the designs we can choose. I wonder if these change over time. Wow! Nonetheless, I am an artist. Dedicate myself to creating a fantastic new design. Here we go! Vigorously paints. Ta-da! Sound like I'm blowing my own horn, but it's quite the art, don't you think? Is it to your liking? Please let me know if you want to change the design again. Goodbye. Wow! Oh, look, an invitation. How is a Pokeball iconography? There aren't humans nor Pokeballs in this world. I mean, they do know what a human is. So maybe this is like a country far off in the Pokemon world. Who knows? Store. No. No, not cute. Hi D, welcome on in. Not cute though. No. Not cute. No. Mm-mm. I wanted to take out my orange berries. Yes, cute? No. Right, now adorable? Nope. Not that either. None of these things. Cute he is when he's angry. I'm not angry and I'm not cute. How you doing? I'm doing well, D. How about you? Hope you're doing well. We should hang out again on VR sometime, shouldn't we? Just saying. Good. He'd be a good food. Just prepping foods. Ooh, what are you having? What are you eating? Now I'm hungry. So I can tell you cute in person, kind of. I'm not cute though, no! Not cute. Garlic butter with chicken with rice. Ooh, that sounds good. No, burritos only in the morning. Let's go with Echo K, why not? Now I want food and it isn't lunchtime yet. Now I want food and I've already had my dinner. Those tacos are really nice. I might have overloaded my last taco though. What are my accepted jobs? I've got Silent Chasm, Mount Thunder. How much heat do you load into your tacos? Pretty much no heat. Like, there's no spice in my tacos. Lots of Mount Freeze jobs. We have taken some in the, desert region. Desert region, Silent Chasm, Lapis Cave, Mount Blaze. However, what I mean by overloaded my last taco was... It was the last taco shell, and I just crammed everything that I had left into that taco. Everything that was left over, because there was plenty that was left over. I just crammed it all into the taco. Charmeleon, you don't crank the heat. I can't handle spice very well. I think Spyro, you would just be like, ah, this is not spicy, and I would be like, what do you mean? It is spicy. I'm burning my mouth. Could probably do Silent Chasm. We do have the desert region as well that we could go explore. Looking at ghost pepper and hotter sauces at my desk. Remind me to ask you very politely, Spyro. Please do not put spice in my food. I will die. I feel like wrapping up some of these smaller dungeons and smaller caves, like Silent Chasm, for example, or Lapis Cave, where there's nothing here. And then possibly trying again with Mount Thunder. So let's go back to Silent Chasm. Good idea, Scruffy. I don't really mind much for any Pokemon that I'm going to be finding here, I don't think, so... And since they're all going to be relatively low leveled, I may as well turn them into money. If I get the chance to attack them. Now, the game will tell us when we come up to a request, so... And when we have no more requests left, so... Because there's nothing in this dungeon post-game. Because I'm slow, Skylar went over and grabbed the gravel rock for me instead. Okay, there's Electric. Turn you into money. The more the merrier. Should also probably start using my dojo tickets as well. Inflation work when you keep adding more and more money into the world. I've defeated inflation. I'm physically capable of making my own money. I've defeated inflation. Only that would do the opposite. Hey, I said I raised the money for myself. I didn't say anything about lowering anything for anyone else. Every time inflation goes higher, I just make more money, which causes inflation to go higher. It's a vicious cycle. But I don't care because I'm printing my own money. For my FBI agent, that is a joke. The floor is diffused. Make your own money, or the money is worth less. Speaking of making money... Oh. I didn't realize it had fainted and threw money at it. I'm so used to throwing money at the problem that I was reading chat. Oh, may suffer, but that is a burden I am willing to bear. Some of you may die, but that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Payday. Become money. Fainted Larvitar. Max Elixir from the Sparkling Floor, that's cool. Seeing a lot more Sparkling Floor now. When we barely found it very much at all during our adventure. Ooh, Brutal Swing was upgraded again. I love that. Here's an apple for you. Larvitar is not in the camp. Yeah, become money. You know, that just reminds me of when I was at PAX 2019. We were out and about. I think we were going to get like lunch or dinner or something like that. And we got off the tram and we started moving away. And one of my friends was just like, huh, there's a $100 bill sitting over there. It was like, what? We're all just turning around going, what? What do you mean? And he just like, yeah, there's a $100 bill just over there. We're like, really? So we all decided, like, I looked around a little bit, not very much, to see if someone had, you know, misplaced their $100 bill, because that is quite a thing to lose. But no one seemed to have misplaced it. Oh, Yanma died. And Paris became awakened. So no one claimed it. And, then a person walked over to it and picked it up. And they looked around to see if they could find anything. No one was owning up to it, and it wasn't ours. We're just like, nope, definitely not us. And we were one of the few people who were around, so no one else claimed it. And my friend who originally spotted it was just like, nope, guess it's yours, congratulations. You're $100 richer. Look, transparent fishing line connected to it. No, we didn't, and there was nothing there. Like, this other lady picked it up. Like, perfectly fine. Able to wave it around, no resistance. So, people holding their phone cameras up and facing it? Nope, nothing. There wasn't too many people around. It was us, her, a couple of her friends, and, like, no one else around. So, yes, I would like to exit the dungeon now, because we are done. Like, no one approached us, or anything. It was just like, okay. Got a Dragon Claw CM for that. Because it's a baby Tyranitar, it's a small tyrant. Small. Spinnerack. This is just a 20 or less that I see on the ground. I'm normally the type that will grab it and go. 100 is a bit much though. Yeah, that was like, I was like, do I really want to grab that? Like, surely someone's missing that. But we looked around, no one seemed to be missing it. It does seem suspicious, but like, there was nothing there. And Electrike wants to join us, and I did not give it a nickname, whoops. Why did that take a long time to load? Most amount I ever found was when I was out metal detecting at the beach, fun hobby. When digging for a coin, found the coin, but also found $320 in my scoop when I found it. Nice! I think the most I ever picked up was probably like a 20 or something like that. Father and I usually compete to see who can find the most. I beat him a bit that day. cool though, metal detecting. I'm not sure what you'd find here in Australia on the beach. Also picked up another invitation. I wonder if people do it often here in Australia or not. Hyper Beam, Hyper Beam, Smackdown, Flame Charge, Poison Jab, Dark Pulse, and Brutal Swing. When equipped, it heals the wearer's bad statuses, like being poisoned or paralyzed, if the wearer picks up P-Money. Slightly restores the wearer's HP. That's actually pretty good for, Scruffy. Which is quite funny. Most metal detectors in Australia go out to the gold fields. Yeah, true. My father and I are pretty much stopping. Might try it once or twice, but people don't carry coins anymore, so it ends up being 3 hours of just digging up trash. Yeah. Do you find some toys or jewelry that people drop? Yeah, I can see that. Because no one carries cash these days. Or very few people do anyway. Where am I? With Tiny Woods 2F. Mount Blaze, I will take that one. Seems to be quite a few for Remains Island. Desert Region. I've done the adventure in the Solar Cave. Yeah, okay. Northworld denominations aren't detectable with metal detectors. That's also true. And unfortunately, I don't think we have anything like a paper detector. So we have one in Mount Thunder. Lapis Cave, which is an escort mission. Yep, no paper setting. Got a couple in Mount Blaze, got a lot in Mount Freeze. Got one in Mount Waterfall Pond. I did find one class ring and one redding ring. Oh, wow. Wonder what that story is. One in Remains Island, and quite a lot in the Desert Region. So we could probably do Waterfall Pond, maybe. Let's do Lapis Cave, actually. Waterfall Pond has 19 floors. Mains Island only has 13. What is a class ring? I have no idea either. What is a class ring? Also, a higher chance of finding more money and such in this dungeon anyway, so that's good. When graduating from college or even high school, there are usually people that will sell rings with your year and school name on it. Oh, okay. Interesting. Very expensive to get, but I found are worth next to nothing when taken to a cash shop. Growlithe died. Thank you, Darkblade. I got confused. Growlithe died. It was just a shit show. I suppose it's the expense of having like something that's a sentimental value. It's like a Kecleon shop, you got a tenth of the value. Yeah, I think it's more like along the lines of it has a sentimental value, but doesn't actually have a cash value. Wedding ring had a happy ending. It was a woman that was sitting on the beach crying, saying that she lost it. Found the ring directly under where she was sitting, although it was about 4 inches down. She gave me $100 for finding it. Well, I'm glad that you were able to help, Spyro. Also, $100, wow. I mean, it is a wedding ring, and she was upset that she lost it. It was lucky that you were there on the day! I wonder if she lost it like a couple of days ago or something like that, or if she had literally just lost it. How was it 4 inches down, though? This is the luck of being the first metal detector to come near. Are there usually quite a few? Like, I suppose back in the day when people had more change. It's near the water. High tide buries everything. Yeah, true. Was it, is it usual, like, to see quite a few metal detectors? Or not really? Like, on that beach that you were at when you found the wedding ring. Like, were there any others there that day or anything like that that you noticed? Or is it, like, a regular spot? I am surprised this is not a monster house because of the amount of items on the floor. And also surprised that it's not a, thing either. A Kecleon shop. I was expecting it to be one of the two. Usually a good number of detectors, but they mostly stick near the boardwalk. My father and I were way down the beach where not as many go. Oh, nice. Yeah, I was very lucky then. And I'm glad that you were able to help. Just moved faster than my father, so I got there first. There's two strong foes in this area, but I'm worried about Growlithe becoming more of a liability. If I were to face them. And what's the bet? Flamethrower. Fucking missed. Oh! Oops. That needs to be turned back on. There we go. Drop it. Yeah, Guess the other story was finding an iPhone that still worked and had no password on it. Loved hearing my father have the awkward conversation of hitting the dad contact and say, "Hi, are you dad to someone?" Oh, goodness, that is funny. I imagine that also had a happy ending too, right? You managed to return the iPhone? Whew! Ow! Scruffy, move closer, please. Thanks. Never mind. But anyway, Darkblade did level up to level 39, which is nice. And annoying part to that story is that the girl that lost it seemed to be annoyed that we found it to give it back. Just grabbed it and closed the door without saying a word. Might have wanted a new phone. Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. I think they wanted it. I think she wanted a new phone and tried to hide it from her parents and say that she lost it. Scruffy grew to level 40. Oh well. Beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. I'd like to know where this, thing is for Growlithe so that we can take Growlithe out of the team. Because I am worried about it following us around so much. It's already died once. I think the destination floor is floor 7, right? Scruffy, you take the wheel. Nice. Yeah, let's swap it with a Geo Pebble. I must admit though, Spyro, just thinking about that a little bit more, I must admit, it's kind of funny that you foiled her plans. If that was indeed the case and she wanted a new phone, and you just happened to find it for her, I love the fact that you foiled her plans. And I wonder if her parents actually were just like, huh. Like, started thinking a little bit, maybe. I just picked that up and threw it. And, like, maybe they become a little bit more attuned to that in the future. Sure, I'll eat that. I'm just like, okay, so she might do that again. She really wanted a new phone, she might try something else. But yeah, I do wonder if my father and I got her in trouble. Oh, that would have been so funny if you did. We are running out of space quite quickly here. Guess that could also be a reason why she grabbed the phone and went. Could have been mad at us if her father was just yelling at her. Didn't think of that before. Probably, yeah. Some people don't deserve the things they get. Well, okay, no, I'm getting very annoyed here. Where the fuck is this job? Floor 9, okay. Just mildly irritated with this Growlithe because it's like, well, where do you belong? Would like to have you gone, just in case. I'd rather not burn through my reviver seeds if I can. Help it. Also, for this nice person in their radio technical equipment, you'd be without a phone and I won't be replacing it, young lady. I really hope that she got in serious trouble. Because that would just be funny to me. It also begs the question of, like, I wonder if she lost the phone on purpose, or if she actually lost it, you know? Like, she genuinely lost it and therefore was gonna use that as an excuse. Or if she straight up just buried it with the sole intent of pretending to lose it so that she could get a new phone. Begs the question, doesn't it? Like, if she did it with ill intentions or not. But if she seemed angry and annoyed and slammed the door in your face, something tells me that that no matter how it was lost, she was really hoping for for you guys to not find it. Ah. I wonder what that was doing in the hallway. Who knows, it is amazing how fast Sang can cover up a device and make it easy to forget. A Growlithe and an Arbok, huh? That is an interesting combination. Nidorina got lucky there. I actually do want to continue because we are finding a decent amount of money here. And we're actually in a pretty good spot. Like, we're not hurting or anything. The only problem is that my inventory is a bit small and overloaded. So if we find too many more chests, we won't be able to carry anything. Ow. But it does seem as though there's more money than anything else. Ow. This spiky trap. Pointy things fall out of the roof and all over. Ta-da! Hey look, a dragon! Hey, we just picked up that camp too. Okay, nothing there. We do have a strong Pokemon on this floor, though. So I have to be careful of that. Really? I missed. Okay, what am I getting rid of? I mean, I do have these eye drop seeds and these sleep seeds and such. Okay, hold the phone. Scruffy, we're turning off all of your moves, so you will do nothing. Skylar, we are turning off all of your moves, so you will do nothing, because we just found a fucking shiny. Strikes a target with a confusing ray. What else did you expect? So what I want to do is I want to Swords Dance, Brutal Swing. Okay, cool. Scruffy, you just told me something really important. Don't use moves. Skylar, don't use moves. Everyone else, don't use moves. And they didn't join us. Fuck. I had the friend bow on and everything. Ah. I had the friend bow, I attacked them with a... Wow. Alright. I guess shiny Pokemon are going to be really freaking hard to recruit then. It's not great, is it? Recommend inviting orb. Yeah, I don't know if I have one in storage. I also wasn't exactly expecting on encountering a shiny, considering we had no luck with Dragonite earlier. Before the shiny Ampharos and the same thing happened. Oh, it's just a max ether there. Alright, this should be the final floor as well, I think. You're not a shiny, so I don't really mind if I take you out. And I think that was Skylar leveling up, yeah. Sure was. Alright. Skylar, you can take the lead. Let's turn on everyone's moves again, though. Oh yeah, I can't step in the water. Unfortunately, I won't be getting that chest. Which is really unfortunate, because that's a big chest, too. Stupid Noctowl stood in the stupid water. First, the shiny one doesn't get recruited, and the second one doesn't... The second one stands in the water, so I can't get the chest. Not enough people's moves are you just telling them to stand there and get hit? Probably. I mean, I kind of did that here. Let's go together. Which is also a good point as well. I need to change the tactics. No, we're kind of doing that already anyway. Hi Blue, welcome on in. There is your hydrate, by the way, and here is your stretch. Allow the enemies to beat you up and do not resist. Okay, I think that was... Nope, one more floor. The enemies to beat you up and resist. Nope, the legend. Good boy. Anyways, there's still quite a bit to do today. Alright. Well, good luck with what it is you are doing today, Will. Oh, thank you, Skylar. Is that weird that I've started saying that? Are people getting confused when I say that? Goodness, we have so many boxes. I don't really want to leave an apple on the ground, but I kind of have to. Maybe? Well, hi me, how am I doing today? Oh, there's the Tangela that picked up the Fickle Specs. Yep, okay, it looks like we can move on, because it looks like I've gone through everything. Alright, cool. We're out of here. Bronze Dojo ticket. Giga Impact. Oranberry. Aurora Veil. Bronze Dojo ticket. Rainbow Gummy. Fling. Rainbow Gummy. Rainbow Gummy. Low Sweep. DX Gummy. There's one. Not a lot, but will feel like a lot. Move a dresser to another room. Move lizard with the dresser and take cat to the vet. Oh no, hope cat is okay. Doesn't it feel weird to say your own name? It does for me in real life, and my screen names. In fact, I've never said any of my screen names in real life. Nidorina wants to join our team, but we've already got a Nidorina. Bagon wants to join our team. And is not in a camp. And just like we had a small tyrant earlier, we're now gonna have a small Dirk. Small Dirk. Done. Golbat! I could do the meme and give it something related to its ginormous freaking mouth, but I think I'll just call it... Echo. Does feel like living two different lives at a time. The online life and IRL might be why conventions are so much fun to get to combine the lives for a bit. Stinky would have been better. Stinky for what? Stinky for bacon? Really? This is still such a strange pairing, but... Another gold ribbon. I should probably sell my gold ribbons, huh? Oh, hi, Dr. Doozle. Welcome on in. One you named Small Turk. 1% of my real life ones are entirely separate. Nobody knows the two at the same time. Special gift from the organization. A special gift from the rescue organization to a hard worker like you to try to significantly power up by using the enclosed Silver Dojo ticket at the Makuhita Dojo. What a surprise! It contained a single Silver Dojo ticket. But I go to great lengths to remain anonymous. Yeah, that's fair enough. Oh, hey, look, an invitation. What's a reset orb do? Using it will end the awakened condition for all enemies and allies on the floor. There are some places where this orb will have no effect though, so be careful. Yeah, I suppose. Hyper Beam, Rock Tomb, Facade, Flame Charge, Focus Blast, Dragon Tail, and Smart Strike. Huh? So the Stormy Sea! Let's not. Store. Install that. Store one of those, store one of those. that. Looks like I should be storing more than that. What else have we got in here? Okay, that's why. Should probably store those as well. One on me is enough. Sure, let's withdraw everything. Oh wow, I've got a tiny reviver seed, thank you. So we can afford a $7,000 camp. Let's go for Poison Swamp. There we are. So that is probably for the best. You need to trust someone a good bit to start giving more details about yourself. A few online beans that know more info about the IRL me. Let's see what jobs are on offer, and then I'll probably head off for the night, I think. Frosty Forest. Yeah, okay, there's nothing here. Did I take a job at Waterfall Pond? I did. Okay. I'll take that one. It did be 11 a.m. Sort of lost track of time, to be honest. I just sort of got into the groove. Like, I was all... Until I realized the time, I was all set to move out again. Alright, well, I think this is a good stopping point. It is unfortunate that we didn't, like... Well, we got the Smeargle mission done, but we didn't do anything else. And we did get Zapdos, but it feels like we kind of didn't do anything else. I was trying to focus a lot on getting that Dragonite, and yeah, we didn't get any luck whatsoever. Amazingly, unlike that other dungeon, unlike Lapis Cave or whatever it was, where we found like 4 freaking Noctowls, I found 1 freaking Dragonite in the entire dungeon, and of course it wasn't shiny, so... But we did get a decent number of missions done at least. But of course they don't actually progress the post-game, so... Oh well. The good news is we did also gain a few levels too, which is very useful, because some of these fights could get ridiculous. So... I think next time we might explore some more of the newer dungeons. Perhaps. And definitely start using those dojo tickets. I feel like we need to use them. Alright. Let's see if we can find someone to raid tonight. Thank you for the stream, Mr. Skynub, and all members of the chat. I hope you all have a good rest of the day / night. You too, Delimited. Thank you very much. So let's see if we can go find someone to raid. Looks like Ken is playing more Mario Kart 8. Good night, you adorable bean. I'm not adorable. No. Oh dear. Oh dear. It would appear Ken might be having some broadcasting problems. Oh, no. Maybe? They might be back up. Looks like Ken might be having some problems. There's also an ad. Which is also not loading, by the way. Yeah, it looks like Kin might be having some network problems. Oh. Poor Bean. And it also appears to be on, it also appears to be on Kin's side as well, which sucks. Just sort of hanging around, seeing if it's gonna fix itself, but it doesn't look like it's going to. Might have to send you guys elsewhere, perhaps. Which is upsetting. I wanted to send you to Cousin Ken, but I guess not. D had issues with the D-Link. There was one today. D's connection seems to reset every day at 2 PM. I can't seem to resolve it. Ugh. Yeah, Kin just ended their stream. By the looks of things. Oh, and restarted. And it actually seems to be working. So, I think maybe OBS just had a day. I think that's what happened. Network Gerber. Network Gerber indeed. Phil Skylar. Farewell, Dark Patrol. I do want to wait and see if the timer goes down. Ken's got a timer on their stream of about 3 minutes. I reckon we'll just sit around and wait a little bit and see if it actually is fixed. If not, we'll find someone else to raid, it's fine. But, yeah, I do want to raid out to Ken. I decided on my raid target. That's where we're going. But you kind of see what I was trying to do with the Dragonite. So, the weather, huh? A friend actually, mentioned to me the other day, that the weather is... I don't stream! That the weather that we're experiencing at the moment is kind of similar to how it's gonna be, or to how it was when they visited Japan earlier this year, or earlier last year or something like that. And apparently that winter was a warm winter in Japan. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm cold. Like, that doesn't help the situation. I'm fucking cold. You're not making me feel any better. So, I'm not sure how I'm going to do with the weather when I go to Japan next year. That's gonna be interesting. I am mildly worried. Because I did buy some thermals, but I'm wondering if the thermals are actually gonna be warm enough. Considering one friend, or like one of the other friends who's going, also bought thermals from the same store and was like, yeah, I need the next level of heat from these thermals because that wasn't enough for here. And I'm like, oh god. What have I got myself into? This isn't the house. This is in Australia, terribly built and have horrible insulation. Be nice and cool with a new computer on. You'll have built by then. I mean, honestly, our house does alright for insulation, but like, I will admit, my room gets very cold. Very cold. Honestly, probably one of the coldest rooms in the house. Not this room. This room gets... If I close the door, this room gets stuffy as shit. Probably because I have my computer on, and my computer probably doesn't have good heatsink anymore. Are you okay down there? Are you dying? Do you need a replacement? Don't worry. Maybe someday soon. In the year 2050. This is a great space heaters. I spent a lot of time in Tasmania in my younger years, so I don't mind the cold. I wish I didn't mind the cold as much as I do, but I do. I feel the heat more than I feel the cold, but I do feel the cold. When it is particularly bitey, I feel it. Alright. Looks like Kin is live, so let's go ahead and give them a raid. Can't tolerate heat. Neither can I. I freaking hate heat. Closer to 2050 than 2000. We are now, aren't we? Alright. Have a good night, folks. This is why I stay in my air-conditioned bubble most of the year. Apparently that's going to be one of the saving graces that we have in Japan. My friend who is from Japan has said that during winter it gets really cold, but boy do they crank the heaters. And I have a funny feeling we're probably going to be spending a lot of time inside and not too much time outside, so we should be fine. With a couple of exceptions. Anyway, hope you guys all have a good night. I will be live next Monday for more Mario Kart World. And then on Tuesday we'll be playing more the Legend of Spyro, really. More Spyro Reignited and Spyro Year of the Dragon. We probably won't finish the game, but we will do Evening Lake. That should be easily enough. And then, if you want to see more Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, we will pick this up on Wednesday night next week. Alright. Have a good night, everybody. I will send you all over to Kin. I do hope that their internet problems have resolved, and that they are able to stay live, so I will send you all over there. Have a good night, folks, and I will see you next week. And no, I am not a legend, but have a good night. Alright. Good night, everybody.